All right, let's be real for a sec. How many logos have you seen today? And it's not even lunchtime.
Right.
We're seriously drowning in brands.
We are.
But how much do we actually know about how they work their magic on us? Get ready to dive deep into the fascinating world of branding.
Yes.
Trust me, after this deep dive, you'll start seeing those logos in a whole new light.
What's so captivating about branding, when you get down to it, it's way more than just a flashy logo or a catchy slogan, right? It's about crafting an identity, a feeling, an experience that really resonates with us on a deep, almost subconscious level.
It's like that moment when you walk into a Starbucks, right?
Yes.
It's not just the caffeine hitting you, it's the aroma, the music, that whole vibe.
Yeah.
They've carefully crafted that experience.
Exactly. You're already thinking like a branding pro. That's a perfect example of sensory branding. But hold that thought, because we're going on a little journey.
Okay.
Believe it or not, branding's roots go back thousands of years.
Wait, seriously? Thousands of years? Like, are we talking cave paintings with a brand message?
Not quite cave paintings.
Okay.
But our source, Neurobranding, Constructione Marcas Emocionales, takes us back to ancient Egypt.
Okay.
And get this. Cattle branding.
Cattle branding, seriously?
Seriously.
Wow.
They used fire or paint to mark their cattle.
Okay.
A way to differentiate, to tell them apart. It might sound primitive, but the goal was the same as today. Stand out, be recognizable.
Okay, so branding has been around longer than I thought. But how did we get from marking cows to, well, everything being branded?
Well, that's where things get really interesting.
Okay.
The printing press.
Yeah.
That was a game changer. Suddenly, you could mass produce logos and brand marks, right?
Yeah.
Fast forward to the Industrial Revolution. Boom, mass production explodes.
So as the market became more crowded, companies needed a way to differentiate themselves.
Exactly. They needed to grab your attention, tell you why they were the best, and keep you coming back for more. Branding at that point became essential for survival. Just like our ancient Egyptian farmers.
Okay. That explains the rise of the logo, I guess. But earlier you mentioned sensory branding.
Yeah.
What's that all about?
Now we're talking. For a long time, branding was mostly visual think, logos, colors, packaging.
Yeah.
But as we've learned more about how consumers think, branding has evolved to engage all your senses.
Ooh, now this is where it gets really interesting. Tell me more.
Think about Starbucks again.
Okay.
That aroma of coffee beans when you walk in.
Yeah.
That's no accident.
Okay.
They specifically roast their beans.
Really?
To create that aroma.
Wow.
Triggering a sense of warmth and familiarity. It's like a warm hug in coffee form.
And don't even get me started on their music. It's like they invented their own genre, coffeehouse jazz.
Precisely. That's another layer of sensory branding.
Wow.
They choose that music to set a specific mood, enhance your experience. Even the sounds brands use, think of that iconic Intel jingle, are designed to be instantly recognizable and evoke a particular feeling.
So you're saying that branding is like this orchestra of the senses, all playing together to make us feel a certain way about a product or company. That's pretty powerful stuff.
It is powerful, and it goes even deeper.
Okay.
To really understand, I think, the future of branding,
Yeah.
we need to talk about how it taps into the power of our brains.
Ooh, brain talk. Is that where neuromarketing comes in? That sounds intense.
It is intense in a fascinating way.
Okay.
Neuromarketing uses insights from neuroscience to decode how our brains respond to branding and marketing.
So are you saying that brands are trying to read our minds now? Okay, so last time we left off with my mind being totally blown by this whole neuromarketing thing.
It's pretty wild, isn't it?
It is. So tell me more. How do they actually see what's happening in our brains?
Well, imagine being able to see fireworks going off in someone's brain. When they see a logo they love.
Yeah.
That's essentially what EEG, or electroencephalography, allows researchers to do. It measures brain activity. Using these sensors, they're placed on the scalp.
So they can see which parts of your brain light up when you see, say, a McDonald's logo.
Exactly.
Do I even want to know?
It's like getting a peek behind the curtain of our subconscious. By analyzing these brainwave patterns, they can figure out what grabs our attention, what makes us feel good, and yes, even what makes us want to buy something.
And what about eye tracking? What can they tell from just our eyes?
Eye tracking is incredibly precise.
Really?
Oh, yeah. It tracks where someone's looking.
Okay.
For how long and in what order. Wow.
So it's really telling researchers how people visually process information.
Okay.
Which is, I mean, this is gold for understanding how people react to branding and advertising.
So they can see, like, what parts of a website make our eyes glaze over.
Yes.
And what makes them linger.
Exactly. And that data can be used to optimize, well, really everything.
Wow.
From website layouts to even product placement in a store.
Wow. It's like they're turning marketing into a science.
It really is.
Do you have any favorite examples of companies using neuromarketing really effectively?
Absolutely. Our textbook, Neurobranding Construcción de Marcas Emocionales, talks about this brilliant campaign Dunkin' Donuts ran in South Korea.
Okay.
They combined radio ads with coffee-scented diffusers. They put them on buses. Hold up. So, commuters would hear a Dunkin' Donuts jingle on the radio.
Yeah.
And then get a whiff of fresh coffee at
the same time.
At the same time. Talk about a 1-2 punch.
You got it. By engaging both hearing and smell, they created this super memorable multi-sensory experience.
Right.
And guess what?
What?
It caused a huge spike in store visits.
Really?
And sales.
Okay, that is genius. It makes total sense, but I never would have thought of it.
It's amazing, right?
It's amazing. It's clear that, understanding the brain is key to branding success. But let's get practical. How does a brand actually build itself? Where do they even begin?
That's where the more strategic side of branding comes in. It's not just about clever slogans and a cool logo.
Right.
Those are definitely important. It's about creating a strong foundation,
okay,
a roadmap for all their marketing efforts.
Okay, let's break down this roadmap.
Okay.
What are the essential stops along the way?
Our textbook highlights a few crucial steps.
Okay.
It all starts with what we call strategic analysis.
Okay.
Knowing your audience,
okay,
inside and out.
Got it.
This means identifying your target customer.
Right.
Understanding their needs, their desires, their pain points.
So it's not enough to just have a great product.
Yeah.
You need to know who you're selling it to.
Yes.
And why they should care.
Exactly. You need to speak their language, address their needs, and really, I think, connect with them on an emotional level.
Right.
This is where developing a strong brand personality comes in.
Brand personality. Are you saying that brands are like people?
Yes.
With their own quirks and their own style?
Yes. Think about brands like Apple, Nike, or Dove.
Okay.
Each one has a distinct personality.
Yeah, they do.
That draws in a specific type of customer. Apple is seen as innovative and cool. Nike, athletic and inspirational. Dove, authentic, empowering.
Okay.
So, you see, by defining your brand's personality, you attract customers who vibe with your values, your image.
So by defining your brand's personality, you attract customers who vibe with your values.
Exactly. And once you have a clear picture of your target audience, your brand personality, then you can move on to crafting the perfect brand name and the tagline.
Right.
These are make or break for that crucial first impression.
Oh, first impressions are everything. You don't get a second chance.
You really don't.
Yep.
A great brand name should be catchy, easy to pronounce, and relevant to your product. And never underestimate, and this is key, never underestimate a killer tagline.
Yes.
It should sum up the essence of your brand in just a few words.
Right.
And resonate with your target audience. Think, Nike, just do it.
Yep.
Apple, think different, short, impactful, unforgettable.
They're instantly recognizable.
They are.
Like branding superstars. Okay, so we've got our target audience, we've got personality, name, tagline. What's next on this branding journey?
Now it's time to bring your brand to life.
Okay.
Visually.
Okay.
This includes your logo, color palette, fonts, overall look and feel. It's about creating a visual identity that's both unique and consistent across everything you do.
So that's everything from your website and your social media to product packaging and even employee uniforms.
All of it.
It's about creating a whole branded world.
You've got it. And this is where, understanding the psychology of color and design, it's essential. Different colors evoke different emotions.
Right.
Different associations. For example, blue.
Yeah.
Often represents trust and stability.
Right.
Making it a popular choice for, financial institutions.
Right, right.
Green, on the other hand, it's associated with nature, health, growth.
Right.
Making it a good fit for, those types of brands.
It's amazing how much thought goes into just choosing the right shade of blue.
Oh, absolutely. And then there's the world of fonts. choosing the right typography, it's crucial. It's about finding a style that's easy to read, but also reflects your brand's personality, your values.
So once you've nailed down the visuals, are we done? Is the brand built?
Almost. We can't forget one of the most powerful tools in a brand's arsenal: storytelling.
Okay, you've officially piqued my curiosity. What's this essential ingredient for building a successful brand? I feel like we've covered it all.
We've covered a lot, but there's one final piece that ties everything together. A brand story, it needs to be genuine.
Okay.
Today's consumers, especially, younger generations, they can spot a fake from a mile away.
Right.
They want brands that are transparent, authentic, that truly live up to their values.
So it's not enough to just talk the talk. You've got to walk the walk, too.
Exactly. Consumers are looking for brands that practice what they preach.
Yeah.
They want to know where their products come from, how they're made, what impact they have on the world.
Okay.
They want to support brands that are making a real difference.
So sustainability, social responsibility, these are no longer just buzzwords. They're essential parts of a brand's, DNA.
Absolutely. And this trend, this is only going to get stronger.
Yeah.
Brands that prioritize ethical, sustainable practices, they're not only going to attract loyal customers, they're going to have a real competitive edge in a world that's increasingly focused on these issues.
This has been a real eye-opener. It's incredible how much goes into building a successful brand. It's not just about selling a product.
Yeah.
It's about connecting with people, building trust, and even inspiring positive change in the world.
You've hit the nail on the head. Branding is ultimately about communication. It's about crafting a message, telling a story, creating a dialogue with your audience. And in today's world, it's so much more. It's so complex. It's so interconnected. Clear, authentic communication is more critical than ever for brands to thrive.
So where does this leave us as consumers? How can we navigate this, ever-changing world of branding and make smart choices about the brands we support?
It all starts with, I think, awareness.
Okay.
Pay attention to the brands you interact with every day. What messages are they sending? What values do they represent? And most importantly, do those values align with your own?
Right.
Are they just talking a good game, or are they truly living their values?
No, we need to be more conscious consumers.
Yes.
We need to do our homework. We need to hold brands accountable for their actions.
Exactly. Ask questions, challenge assumptions, and don't be afraid to vote with your wallet.
I like that.
By making informed choices, we can support brands that are making a positive impact. And even better, we can influence the future of branding itself, encourage a more ethical, sustainable, and meaningful approach.
This deep dive has completely changed how I see brands. It's like you've pulled back the curtain and you've shown me all the magic behind the curtain and the people behind the magic.
And that's what it's all about. We want you to walk away with a deeper understanding of branding so you can be a more informed consumer and really appreciate the strategy and creativity behind the brands that shape our world.
This has been an amazing journey. I know what you mean about seeing brands in a new light. I'm never going to look at a logo or a tagline the same way again.
I hope not.
This was fantastic. Thanks for joining me.
Thank you.